Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Big Blue Power Hour. What's up, Evan? What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? What's up, Stacey? What's up, Dan?
Hey, trying to get my headphones to work. They were working a
Well,
minute ago.
we can hear you. It sounds fine. So, let's get into this week of some Giants news. OTA started. Rookie camp. We had all our rookies signed. I believe so, right, Dano?
Yep. We have all rookies signed as well. John Michael Smith signed. Deontay Banks signed. So Eric Ray signed. You have all, Hyatt has signed. So all your rookies are signed now. Now you have to take care of some other contracts. Hopefully, we'll see what other moves they make after, OTAs are over, after everything is over with. So, but yeah, week one OTAs. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. Obviously, OTAs, you're just getting these guys ready, with drills and, obviously they work out and stuff like that. So they'll do like the wide receiver drills and start throwing. You have great plays and all that, but you really can't put much stock in that. They've stayed healthy, so that's a good thing. But you can't really put much stock in just
Well, you got to remember,
OTAs.
these guys
You
are
know.
coming off of their last college season, and then they train for the combine,
Yep.
and then they get signed. They have like 2, 3 weeks off, and then they go right into rookie minicamp.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to look great coming out, and they're going to look the best, ever. But when we get into some dog days of, training camp of like August, those days, that's when we see a lot of injuries pop up.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're taking it easy on these kids, not pushing them until we need them to get pushed.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what happened last year when we lost, what was it,
Everybody.
6 out of
Yeah.
our 8 draft picks
Yep.
we lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren Beavers went down, which he was doing pretty well, a late round pick, but the Giants been
Neil
injury
was out for
riddled
a little
like crazy.
bit.
Yep.
Kayvon Thibodeau didn't play till almost like the fourth
Yep.
or
He
fifth
didn't play.
game.
Ojolari was on and off the field. We thought he was back. He got hurt again. So like that's one thing that hopefully this year we want to avoid is the injuries. And so far they haven't had like any injuries so far. So they
Yeah.
really need to be better at that. Let's hope they are. Throughout the season. TJ says, "What's up, evil Giants
What's
fans?
up,
What's up,
DJ?
TJ? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Evil,
Boo
evil.
Eagles, boo Eagles!" But the Eagles, they kicked our ass. So
Right.
we got to
Boo
try and overcome
Eagles.
and get a win or a split first. Then no way we're
I don't
sweeping
want to
them.
split. I want total domination.
Yeah,
I want you to break Jalen Hurts' legs.
but it's nice to
No, I'm
see.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I would
but
never hurt.
Darren Waller's wearing number 12. I saw that.
Yeah,
Um,
he should have never.
TJ says,
Uh, I
DeAndre
mean,
Hopkins. You want DeAndre Hopkins? You want DeAndre
that's.
Hopkins,
I
Stacy?
mean, kind of. That would
I
talk
mean,
about
if
depth,
I mean,
but we're
No, we
going to
have
lose
like
somebody.
12 wide receivers right now.
I don't
I
think they
know.
would do it. I wouldn't mind if they did it, but my
Right.
concern with him is he stay healthy or is he just unhappy in Arizona? Like
He
I
was
mean,
happy
come
anywhere he
on.
goes. He was
so.
unhappy in Houston. Then he
But
thought it was grass would be greener on the other side, and then now
but if
Kyler
anybody can
Murray
get him
was
to
a
have a
fucking.
better attitude, I think it's Dable.
Ky- yeah,
You
Kyler.
know?
I think Kyler Murray's the problem over there.
Yeah,
He's
I
he's
I
a
think
he's a
that
douche.
yeah, if they could get him, but I don't see them having much cap space when they want to sign Barkley. Now, if they end up not
Ugh.
having Barkley, then maybe he would do something. If he stayed healthy, the
Yeah,
wide
but we
receiver
can't
core would be real
rely on
good.
Breida.
No,
Or
Yeah, but we
well,
just brought in Eric Gray too, and Eric Gray is a great
I
scat
like
back.
Eric Gray. Eric Gray, I think is going to be a good running back. He's a good vision,
In
cuts
the
back.
Big 12 last year, he was like third or fourth going into like week 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And that's because Oklahoma abandoned the run. He was right there with Bijan Robinson and the backup
Yep.
for the
We got
Big
another
12.
comment here. Eileen says, Diop wants a real coach at the QB who cares about football. Maybe a change
that
of
is
scenery is
foot.
what he needs, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't object to it, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I would say it's really a 60% doesn't, maybe
I'm
forty
tired of
percent
being with the
does.
big wide receivers, the big free agent, because we tried that already with Galladay and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And they're the same type of receiver. I'd rather build a draft, Because you know why? You know who's been the talk since the draft?
Yeah.
He's been considering, to steal the draft, the right player to go to the wrong team because they hate the fucking Giants
Mhm.
was Jalen Hyatt. That's all they've been talking about. I'm like, going into the draft, you did not hear his fuck.
I like
You
Jalen
didn't
Hyatt.
hear. You did not hear his name until he's a third round pick. Now that we picked him up, everybody in the mile wants him.
Yeah, I wanted him from the start. Even before the draft, there were some people, TJ,
Yeah, and then there was
here's me
rumors that he's
saying,
a
I
second
want
round pick.
Hyatt. Like, he's a guy I wanted. Like,
Yeah,
Hyatt's one of the
and
guys I wanted.
what he reminds me of, and I said it before to you guys, he reminds me of a Deshaun Jackson type. Yeah, problems with route running, but he's a burner down the field.
He could work
And he's
on
got
that.
the
He could
speed.
learn.
Yeah, and it's something like, I hate when people say, well, they really struggle in this area. I'm like, these kids are 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
Like, it just takes coaching. Coaching is the
Sometimes-
best thing for anybody.
Yeah, it rounds the players out, and the Giants' coaching staff is excellent. But
Yeah, you know,
like I
I
said,
bet.
I wouldn't object to it. But I think that they're going to stick with what they got, and I want to see what's going to happen with Barkley. But we'll talk about that another time because nothing's happened with that. But it's good to have we see all the players in uniform. You see Okirike, in the Giants helmet, in the jersey. It's really good to see Schmitz is in the Giants blue. So
Now,
at
do you
least
think he's
it's
going
getting
to start,
started.
or do you think he's going to start, or the guy from Pittsburgh?
They had Schmitz as number one center in the OTA so far. He's been the number one guy.
I wonder if they brought him in because he's not a bad center either for the last 2 years.
No,
had a
he's
real
not.
bad
But
injury.
I know I have a feeling it's going to be Schmitz. It's going to be a starting guy.
Which
I
is
think,
fine with me, but slide him in at left guard, maybe right guard.
Yeah. Yep.
Solidify that offensive lineup because he's a solid blocker, especially pass blocking.
Yeah. Glowinski
he's not
will
much of
probably
a
be one of the
blocker,
guards. You got Bredesen. He could be the other guard. He would be center if it wasn't Schmitz, I guess. Neal
Yeah.
and Thomas. I think
Yeah.
that might be your starting offensive line possibly.
And then one of the OTAs that I want to see pick up was the guy from LA, the defensive lineman.
Robinson, I think his name
Yeah,
is.
Robinson. Really, as a plug and play for Big Cat, because Big Cat being down with injuries, I see him coming up play.
Ashawn Robinson. Ashawn Robinson.
Yeah.
Ashawn?
Ashawn.
Those two, if,
Yep.
Him and Dex can get at it. I wouldn't mind doing a 5-2, 5-3, 3. Just
Absolutely.
to,
And he's
like a heavy
6'4",
combat.
330.
Wow.
Like
But-
6'4", 330?
And they
Holy
drafted that
shit.
kid, Jordan Riley, 6'5", 325.
That
Lawrence is
was-
342. These are just some of Roche's 307. He's kind of on the light side.
307 on the light side.
Well,
Yeah, remember-
for an interior, he'll be an outside. He's a tackle
This is for Pollard, and this is for
for the
Gibson
position.
for, those little scat backs that we've had problems with the last 3 years.
I mean, I think they're going to be pretty solid. I think, like I said, like another thing we were talking about, I don't really know what else to say about like OTAs. It's great to see them. They had McKinney, wearing the dot. You had Okirike wearing the dot. They had Schmitz at first line center. They had a couple,
This is
a
what-
bunch of wide receiver groups, because they have so many wide receivers. So, is there anything else you want to say about OTAs?
Yeah, about Okwari, Ogakare, holding the
Okirike.
dive, running the defense.
Mhm.
That's McKinney's defense. He's been here, he's been the star of the defense, I
Yep.
think, for the last couple of years. This is his defense to run. And he's
Let's-
really
yeah,
lost it.
Yeah, let's talk about that subject. You think he's going to he's going to
Yeah, I
be all the
think he's
defense?
gonna
You
wear
think
the-
so?
I think he'll
think-
wear the big C.
Yeah. I think.
And I think,
ahead.
good.
No, go ahead.
I really think they need to take a page out of hockey and really bring in assistant captains and put an A on the jersey or whatever, because you don't need just one person running the defense. There's 11 people.
Yeah.
Now, if you can have, 9 guys, well, look at a hockey line. You have, 3 or 4 or 5 lines. All of them have about 3 people on it. So
Yeah.
you have an assistant captain for each line almost.
Well, they give out multiple captains. Remember, I think the Giants did that one year where they had multiple captains. They
Yeah,
just
and then
have one.
like Barkley was a captain. Was it Barkley and Jones were captains, and then Dex was a captain for a
Yep.
while. So I think it should be McKinney and Dex because I remember Bradford was the captain also.
Yeah, but McKinney should. I think I agree with you.
I think
McKinney
McKinney's ready to step up.
did a good job, but some people think that you want to let McKinney make plays and let Okirike do it. It depends on who they like better, who Wink wants. I
Well,
think that
yeah.
I love McKinney, but I want to make
I
him
think-
plays, not even worried about calling the defense.
Well, McKinney also ran the Alabama defense.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't
Well,
be opposed to it.
and this is during a time where this is during a time where the States had just left.
Yeah.
Alabama. So when Dable had just left Alabama for like I think he was gone for about a year or two, so he was there when McKinney was recruited, and he speaks very highly of him.
Yeah.
So I believe McKinney to take that next step will be, I think that's his right now to take the next step because he always was under somebody. He was under, Julian Love coming out. He was under Bradbury because he was a big signing. Now it's his time. It's his time to, take over this defense.
Man, hopefully his hand is fully healed because, if you've seen his hand's like, it's definitely still messed up. It's all scarred and all that stuff. Like it's still
It's
like
got Roger Pins in it.
So but they say he'll be able to catch like he did. It's just a shame. But I like McKinney getting the dot. I wouldn't be mad if it was Okirike because McKinney would be able to not worry about it, just go and make plays, and he's a ball hawk. So either one I think would be solid, but it might be McKinney because he did it last year and he knows the defense. But I don't know how smart Okirike is. He seems pretty intelligent.
I think Okirike is going to be more of our side-to-side guy, stopping the run.
Oh, absolutely. He's a solid all-around tackler.
Yeah, and I think what we
pursuit.
need to get a lot better at, I think our quarterbacks, Cordell Flott, he got what he needed last year. Did he always play well? No, but he got experience. And he always played well, Dane Belton, a huge steal in the draft. Huge steal.
He had a little injury prone toward the end of the season, but I like Belton a lot. He played well and came in and played pretty well.
Hard hitting safety.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the way he plays. Aaron Robinson, I want him to play better because I want him to play more and get more experience because he has that prototype body now.
Yeah.
He's tall, lanky, has wide arms, long arms.
Yeah, I like that. I like him.
And that I'm talking about Robinson.
Oh, Robinson, I like him if he could stay healthy.
Yeah, and I think we have a rotation that can get started.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So we're talking about secondary depth now. I like Robinson a lot. I like Flott. They had him lining up on the outside, but it's OTAs. And some people think like he might be better on the outside and not the inside. And you also have Darnay Holmes, which I like. I thought he played well, but you got to play him in the right spot. And so many guys, remember all the guys went down last year. We had like Fabian Moreau, the depth is much better. I like it. He played well, Fabian Moreau.
Cowboys in 07, who called the interception? R.W. McCourt. Nobody knew who he was.
Oh, that was a great sign. That was a great signing by R.W. McCourt. Was like a signing, like a free agent signing, or a 1-year deal or something like that.
Yeah. So these guys, you have Antrell Roll and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They also had a big depth behind them. They don't, you have people who can come in and play 2 or 3 downs while they catch their breath.
Yeah.
That's all we need from Monroe. That's all we need from Johnson and stuff like that. So that's all we really need from them to keep our guys healthy, and we can keep better train staff. And one thing I want to bring up now. Hopefully, there's no injuries because the turf has finally been fucking fixed.
Hey, listen to you, Evan. The CEO of Big Blue. They finally fucking listen to you.
It's not
Yep.
just that. Like people
About time.
around,
It took like 6 years or something like that.
people around the league
Right?
voted
And 100,000 injuries.
besides FedEx Field in Oakland, the Giants were one of the worst. Like
Yeah, a lot
fields,
of
they
people
said
don't
they
play
felt
bad.
like concrete, like you were like getting tackled on asphalt.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, well, I watched the Travis Kelsey and Jason Kelsey podcast,
Yeah.
and he's like, MetLife is rough, and that's come from Travis Kelsey, who's played there like twice.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah, it's about time.
It's like getting road burn every day. And I'm like, oh, that's horrible. And hopefully they didn't go with natural grass, which I was pretty fucking
I trust Joe
disappointed
Shea
in.
made a solid
Yeah, it's
solid
like
choice.
I don't think it was
it's
this-
natural and synthetic something. It's like a mixture of the
As long
two.
as it's better.
It's the
Hey,
same
that's
field
all I'm
Real
saying.
Madrid.
Oh, okay, so it's like what
It's the
soccer.
soccer field, pretty much.
If Real Madrid uses it, then it's probably pretty solid.
I
They
think
got billions of dollars.
out of the, if I'm not mistaken, like majority of the Premier League uses it.
Yeah.
I think Man U uses or Arsenal uses like a natural grass field still.
Yeah.
But it helps with running. It's a little bit more absorbed for running. It has a little bit more give to it instead of it being hard as concrete. You're able to slide on it a little more, and it's better for water.
Yeah, it's about time. Yeah, but before we get back to secondary depth, I'm just going to read one of our sponsors here. We'll read this, and then we'll get back to secondary depth. Monkey Cold Coffee, the evolution of flavor infused coffee. They make a great toasted rum coffee, also a bourbon chocolate infused coffee. Use the promo code OOTB as sports at monkeycoldcoffee.com at the checkout. Get 10% off. While owner Matt donates 10% of each sale to the National Pediatric Foundation. They lost someone some years ago, Robin Renee LaRusso. So a lot of people suffer from that condition. So you always want to help out pediatrics and help cure diseases. So monkeycoldcoffee.com. They make great coffee. They have T-shirts. Always new flavors coming out. They have a travel mug, the cold brew, which is excellent. Once again, use the promo code OOTB Sports at the checkout to get 10% off your order. So, anything else on the secondary? What?
Why is Evan's face frozen like that?
No, I was like, what is he doing? Like, I almost thought I said something wrong. I was like, oh, what?
You said monkey cult. Remember, we got banned for that. Well, not us, but somebody.
No, we got banned for the slogan.
No. We did not get. No, that is not what we're not supposed to say. I said it right.
Okay.
I said their company.
We'll go with that. It's the production meeting after this. But yes.
But anything else on the second? Also, remember you have Deonte Banks who signed, Trey Hawkins who they drafted. We'll see if he makes it or not. That'd be some good depth. Also, there's a guy. There's a guy from Washington they signed, which I can't remember his name at the moment for some reason. Bobby McCain, who's a good safety. That's the safety they signed, so that helps their depth.
I wonder how many they're going to drop down to like a hybrid linebacker position to cover tight ends.
Let's see. Don't they got to be like a good size, just height wise? You just want height. I mean,
height
a lot of our guys are like under 200 pounds. I mean, Deonte Banks is 6'2", 205.
I see him being a hybrid.
Let's see. Let's look at the safeties. Bobby McCain's 5'9", 196 now. McCain's only 201. Javarius Owens was another draft pick, 6 foot 200.
That's fine.
Bobby McCain's a guy that will make the roster. He's a really good tackler, really good in zone. Has to work on his man, but he's a solid player.
Of course, he's not going to be good at man-to-man coverage.
So no, he's just really some people, I don't know, some people that are 5'9" are good at man. Some players, but I really like the secondary.
I was a 6'4" wide receiver and they had a 5'9" corner on me or 5'9" safety on me. I'm just gonna be like, throw it up, and that's it.
Yeah, you want size safety. I mean, Dane Belton's 6'1", 205. But I know
5'9" is tall to me.
Yeah, that's but
I'm
a lot of the
5'2",
corners.
so 5'9" is fucking tall.
Like Trey Hawkins is like 20 something, Flott's 21, Deonte Banks is 22. They're all young. Belton's 22, McKinney's 24. Like, it's a lot of youth in the secondary. So
Jesus Christ, he's only 24.
McKinney's 24, yeah.
So he's 25 this season.
Probably, yes.
That has to be like the youngest defensive. And Adoree Jackson's like 24 too.
27.
Oh, he's 27, so he's the oldest. Wow, like
Yep.
so we gotta.
Flott's 21, Banks is 22. That's pretty young. I think the odd man out for the secondary is probably like Alex Cook. I don't know who that is. Trent Thompson. I don't think he'll make it for safety. Jermon Green. I mean, there's a lot. Half these guys aren't going to make it. So, but on to our next subject. What you mentioned, Evan, linebacker depth.
Easily where we're the shortest at right now.
I totally agree with that.
Well,
Pierre is an upgrade, but
I don't think that this draft was really linebacker heavy. Besides, what's the deal with Detroit?
I thought. I thought. Are you talking about
Campbell?
Jack Campbell from Iowa.
Jack Campbell.
The middle linebacker.
I thought
inside
he would
linebacker.
fit the Giants more, but I want a big, like outside linebacker, somebody who can wrap up and has size.
Yep. Yeah.
Because linebackers nowadays seem to be getting smaller and smaller because all these dudes who aren't fast enough and don't have the better hands to play the secondary drop down and try to gain just a little bit of weight and play linebacker. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Linebacker, you got to be able to not only go side to side and back, you got to be a lot more agile because you might have to go forward. And a lot of these guys don't have that forward motion to go through somebody.
Yeah.
So
shed, but I agree with that. I mean, the linebacking core. I mean, this is what they got. Baldonado, that Pitt linebacker. He was a defensive end, I think. They got him on the roster. Obviously, they have Beavers. You'll see if Cam Brown, Troy Brown, Carter Coughlin.
I like Carter Coughlin, man. I think he just needs a chance.
I like him. I like McFadden. He's still young. He's 232. Ojulari, I need you to stay healthy, man. Obviously, Thibodeau, Ellerson Smith. He's an outside linebacker.
Well, he was coming from what, Northern Iowa University?
Yeah, 6'7", 245. Yeah, he was a project when he came out. I like him. They still have Jihad Ward, Zimenez. I need to see more from Zimenez. No, I like him, but I need to see more from him. Jihad Ward, I like.
I think, all right, my starting five, if I had to rotate them out, would be Ojulari, Akakare. Those would be my starting two.
Yep.
They're running what, a 4-3, right?
Yeah. No, they run like a 3-4 a lot of the time, or a hybrid. So usually you have 2 outside, 2 inside. Sometimes they'll have 2, depending on what they're facing, situation-wise.
Jihad Ward. I would put Carter Coughlin or Ellerson Smith. Put one of those big bodies right next to Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Give Thibodeau a little bit of help on the side because Ojulari he sheds blocks easily more than Thibodeau.
He does. That's one thing.
Having a big body next to Thibodeau.
Yeah.
If you have that big body next to Thibodeau, that guard and that tackle are going to go against him, and it's going to free up
Man, I didn't realize Jihad Ward is 287.
Jesus Christ.
I did not realize that.
His dad just had went to town on a big slab of beef.
I didn't realize that.
287, he looks like that. That dude
Right?
should be a
He's
bodybuilder.
6'5", so
Jesus Christ. Oh my
Jeez.
God, I gotta look up these guys.
well, this is on ESPN's roster.
So
So,
He's like-
yeah, I believe
he's skinny at 6'5" and 287.
Because he plays more as,
I
as
don't
a,
want to say
they have him
skinny,
more as
but you know what I
rushing off
mean.
the
Like,
edge a lot. He's never really on the inside.
yeah, but he's fast enough to get off a bubble screen and
Yep.
stop. He played a lot. Who's the one that cracked Derrick Henry in like midair? It wasn't Ward, was it? Because I remember Ward's coming out game was against Tennessee last week.
Wasn't Thibodeau.
No, it wasn't Thibodeau.
It wasn't Smith. Well, no, it wasn't the other Smith.
It may have been Cam Brown.
May have been. He's on the roster too. But, they have right now they actually have way too many linebackers. This guy Baldonado, I'm interested to see if he makes it, take someone's spot.
And then for my two coming in, I'd put Beavers.
I like
And,
Beavers. I like him. He's got 255, 6'4", 255. Good inside
Carter
linebacker size. Coughlin's 236. I like him. But some of these guys are gonna be odd man out. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Well, you
like
put some of
15,
them at
16
defensive end
linebackers.
too. Have them switch out on defensive end too.
Yeah, exactly. Because guys
mean, so
like
when-
Ward, Thibodeau, Ojulari, who else?
Smith.
Timon Fox, Smith. These guys could be Baldonado. They're all outside guys. They're all,
Yes,
they're
you
all
can put
guys
on the
that
outside
you'll
line.
have on the outside. Like
Yeah,
in
you
a
can put them on the
4-3,
outside.
D end.
Yeah.
If
I would run a 5-2.
they could probably run that. I mean, Wake Martindale, he'll be able to do a lot
changes
with the
shit up all
linebackers.
the time.
I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what he's going to do with Okirike. And maybe these guys, even though some of these guys were hurt, some of these other guys like Beavers, maybe he learned something. Maybe he's smart. Maybe him sitting helped him learn Wings defense. Because he's been a Giant the whole time.
He really showed up in that Patriots preseason game.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt exactly the next day.
Yeah.
So it was him and what was the receiver, Colin Johnson?
Yeah, Colin Johnson's another, talking about, back to wide receivers, is another guy that could make it. Before he got hurt, he was probably going to make it. He's that tall, big wide receiver.
But they also got the kid, was it Wheaton from
Yeah, Wheaton, who they signed. Bryce
West
Ford
Virginia.
Wheaton.
From
Bryce
West
Ford
Virginia.
Wheaton. Yeah.
And he was evaluated around a 4th to 5th round pick. It's just the team needs really didn't match any of the teams that needed them.
Yeah, I like
know-
Bryce Ford Wheaton. Yeah, 6'6", 220, Colin Johnson.
Yeah. His hands and his route running are a little questionable, but when he does go for it, he at least tries to get the ball.
I like Bryce
If it
Ford Wheaton
doesn't-
because he could twist his body. He's really good going for the ball, going up for the ball, making those types of circus catches. 6'3", 224. I mean, I think that's, Crowder. We'll see if he'll even make it. Now
I don't think he'll make it.
like
Yeah, that he'll
I'm
be
going back to
like
wide receivers now. Paris Campbell, I think, can make it. Crowder, I think, is going to be an odd man out. Jaden Mickens, he's going to be a Dre Miller, Pimpleton, Polk, Shepard and Robinson will be on the pup. Sills is there again. Sills will be left out probably. You have Jeff Smith from the Jets. Also, Slayton. So Slayton,
Let's think. What our starting wide receiver core?
Hodgins,
So,
Hyatt,
It's gonna be
Waller.
Hodgins, Hyatt.
He's a tight end.
It's gonna be Hodgins, Hyatt, and most likely Slayton.
Yep.
or Paris Campbell.
Or Paris Campbell. They had Paris Campbell with the number ones today a couple of
And
times.
then you have
back and forth today.
you have 1, 2, 4, 5, which could
Yep.
be Jamison Crowder.
Maybe.
And then you have
could be Colin Johnson.
Colin Johnson, and then you have who else? You have Shep, who's still there.
You have
That's
Shep
what
and Robinson.
I don't see where Shep and then Wandell Robinson's come off the top.
Yeah, because they'll both make it. They're both
good. So Wandell, I like. So by the time everybody comes back, yeah, I like it. So I would see Hodgins, Hyatt, maybe Wandell on the outside, and then you have Crowder coming in, Paris Campbell coming in to relief, and they do a wide receiver spread option. Oh my God, I think this is one of the best. Because people are like, "Oh, we don't have an A+ receiver." I'm like, yeah, but we have 4 or 5 B to B+ receivers, and not everybody has an A+ to 2 or 3 A+, secondaries. Not including, we have Daniel Bellinger and Darren Waller now too.
Yeah, but you can put Waller wide sometimes also, so we'll see what happens. I just want to ask Stacy, is there anything else you want to say about the wide receiver depth, Stacy?
We have plenty of them.
Right the depth is much better than it was last year.
Where I think
it's way better than it was last year. The guys off receiver? The street. Yeah, excuse me, walking up to people. Excuse me,
sir.
You
sir on the street. Can you play wide
receiver? You run that bus around, that little truck around with this loudspeaker. Giants tryouts, everybody! Giants tryouts, everybody! Diggs
Jerry Jones
says, "Hey, what's up, G? What's going on, Diggs? What's going on? Talking about the New York Giants, talking about the wide receivers. I think depth is much better at the moment. We're all over the place. We're back and forth. We're over the wide receivers to linebackers, back to the wide receivers now.
We're winging it.
So
at one time,
it's our last Friday night.
Out of the Box Entertainment says Jones has weapons now. He sure does. I mean,
fucking arsenal.
He's got to use.
He has no excuses not to have close to 30 touchdowns and 4,000 yards minimum. At least.
He has to have at least 30
15's not good enough, Dan.
What?
I said 15's not good enough.
No, it's sarcastic. It's definitely not good enough. I think that he's going to have 600 or 700 rushing yards again. I don't think he'll run as much. I think the line in front of him will be better also. But I love the weapons they have.
Maybe he won't have to run as much.
Hyatt, Campbell, Slayton, Hodgins. I mean, I like those. Those are probably going to be your main 4 guys to start the season. And then you have other guys that, in depth positions that will, rotate in and out. But, they have a lot of weapons. Waller, if he stays healthy, he's going to have 1,000 yards, I think, without a doubt. I don't see why not. I'm interested to see how they're going to play him more on the line with his fist in the ground.
Too.
Exactly. Are they going to play Waller with more of his fist in the ground or more on the outside? Because first couple of years when he had 1,000 yards and over 1,000 yards twice, he was more on the line. See, we're going to talk about this. Says Joe Sullivan says, you think Barkley would be an issue over his contract? I think it is.
Already.
We weren't going to talk about this, but I think it's about all I'm going to say about it, Joe. I think it's about the guaranteed money, not per year. That's what I think it's about. That's what
they all real. I think, like I said, I really think he misjudged the market for a running back. Because
I think he did. I agree.
I think he thought he can go get 16 to 17 million a year because he did show out this year. He showed out, but wide receivers nowadays, it's like a safety. There's 15 to 20 good safeties in a draft.
Yeah.
He's not special anymore, and I hate to say that because I'm such a huge fan of him.
Yeah, I agree. Anymore. I totally agree. He was offered 12.5 during the season, and 13 or so, but I think it's about the guaranteed money, and maybe he's not getting enough guaranteed. Maybe he wants a little more. Maybe Sheen's not budging. maybe
What
it's
I've heard
as simple
They
was
as
got to
that.
do
3
something
years.
fast. That's all I
I've
got
heard
to
3
say.
years, 36 million. That's what he was offered.
And that's like
Like there was,
12 million a year, and you throw in a couple incentives, but it's
that
about the
he had
guaranteed.
incentives, but he wanted guaranteed 14 million a year for 4 years. And I'm like, you no, like that's almost 40 something,
That's
50
yeah,
million
that's the thing.
dollars.
Maybe the Giants are willing to give as much guaranteed as he wants. Maybe they're $4 million off for 3 or something like that.
If
Yeah,
they
yeah,
cut him
I
today,
mean,
I really don't know.
to the organization, that's fucking pocket change. Like, let's just
yeah, but
fucking
you got
do it and get it over with.
But I don't know. I
you
don't.
got to realize that
Shane knows what he's doing. I trust Shane to
Right?
do what's
No, I
necessary.
agree, but man, we gotta do something
the
here.
first year of this regime, they take us back to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be all in on them because they know what they want to do. I say they trade him this year, get a second, third round pick to a team that is a step away.
Yep.
You send him to a Buffalo. You send him to a Miami.
You can get a lot for Barkley. You get a good return for Barkley too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to get him out of our
Send him-
division.
Trade him and
Send him
just
to
like,
Miami.
give me a good linebacker. Trade him for like another like a replacement, like a solid plug right away somewhere. But
So
they may
like,
trade him. I don't know. I don't think so, but
I think he's on the trade block. I really do. I think it's not because of his attitude. It's not because like I would love for him to retire as a Giant because my
absolutely.
feelings for him are the same way I feel about Embiid. I love him to death. I wish he would win a ring with the city he's in. But if he
time
goes
to move
somewhere
on.
else and wins it,
Yeah, Joe
he
Sullivan says
wins it somewhere else.
Barkley and Buffalo would be huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be. That would be
They
for
don't run
them,
the ball.
but still, they would use him in the pass game.
And I don't think that's
That's
how
all.
you use them. They have the offensive line to
I
run the
think
ball.
that if they got Barkley, it would make them a much better team if the Bills got him.
The
I just do.
three
He's
teams
that
I can
good.
see using him correctly. So I'll say Buffalo uses him correctly because they're only a step away.
Yeah,
Miami is another team. I think you give him to Miami, he wins that division. Not only wins the division, but he's in the conference final or a conference championship.
I don't know if I'm that confident in them, but I think
You
that
put him in that even with Tua being a head case.
Yep.
That defense is serious. That offense is a step away. Yeah, they lost Mike Gesicki, but also you send him to either Chicago or Baltimore. That's
Yeah.
another team that's serious. Like
exactly.
you give it, you have Lamar in the option with Barkley. Oh my God, it's going to be
And
broken ankle central.
that makes sense though now that OBJ's there.
Dave
he's
Yarnell,
definitely
Cowboy
and-
Dave. Hey, how's
Hey,
everyone doing
Dave.
tonight? What's up, Dave? What's going on, man?
Because
What's
OBJ
up, Cowboys?
and fucking Saquon were pretty tight.
Yeah, I've nothing to say about Saquon. I hope that Shane is able to make a deal. I think he wants to keep Saquon. I
too.
think he wants to sign him. So let's see what happens. With him. But nothing has really changed. But we're gonna do a couple of our sponsors real quick. Evan, you can get the first one. I got the second one. All right. You ready?
Sure.
All right.
Get it?
Here at Out of My Sports, we are a family, and one of our family members here is part of a traveling softball league. You may know as the Bat Dad, or host of Vegas Sports Team. His daughter is a part of Not Your Average Team's traveling baseball team. Times are a little, expensive. They're looking for sponsors for equipment, money, travel costs, anything that does can help. Anything you can do is help. I said, if you can help in any kind of way and help this, these girls play and learn how to be leaders and enjoy the summer, please hit up Paul Spencer here at Out of My Sports or Ken Fry, and we'll be able to make that donation happen for you, and we thank you.
1-800-HURT-123. Attorney Big Al Jason Fine. Also, give him a call if you have an MVA, slip and fall, workman's comp, personal injury claims, and then anything related to that. You can call Jason directly at 267-962-4895 or Meiko at 267-303-7324 for a free consultation. He's in the Pittsburgh area, so if you're in the area, he's got you covered. They also have locations in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And they also have locations in Philadelphia, PA. So if you ever need help, with any injury claims, slip and fall, anything like that, give Jason Fine a call. 1-800-HURT-123.
And if you're in the Pittsburgh area and you do fall, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, it does not matter.
Yep.
Paul Spencer, Michael Spencer does not sleep.
Yep.
He does not sleep. He said call him at 2:30 in the morning to 5:30. It does not matter. Stacey, you done?
That was Paul. I'm sorry, Maiko.
Well, can you turn
He
your
was
what's it
making
called?
all that sound.
Your
And who?
down.
Sorry, I was whistling at you guys.
But
Happy.
yeah, he said call him anytime if you guys are feeling, if you guys fell and you want to, make it right for yourself, and you're worried about your medical bills and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Hit him up. He
absolutely.
will get you the help you need, and it doesn't hurt to call. Like I said, he'll tell you straight up how it happens and what he can do for you. But going into this season, I'm wondering, Joe's behind an offensive coordinator that
Evan,
is saying,
I can't see you. It's dark. Half your thing's dark. Turn light on.
Come
Light.
to the light.
Light.
Come to the
Uh-oh.
bye.
Yeah, he
Adios.
needs light. He needs light. Give me light. Aziz, light.
Well, I guess we lost Evan.
Yeah, but I'm really excited. Like I
He's
said,
at
it's really
Montana.
nice.
Oh,
All right.
here he comes. I
All right.
heard him.
Can you turn that? Down?
I did.
please?
I turned it down.
I'm gonna throw your
There
phone
it is.
in the road.
Okay. Good thing there's not a lot of traffic. They can get it before somebody runs it over. Asshole. Oh, hey!
Oh,
Speaking of
oh,
Oh,
assholes,
there we go. I can see Evan now.
yeah,
It's because the sun started going down.
yeah.
I had to go check my ribs. But no, yeah, like I said, going into this year, I'm really excited to see the wide receiver core. Big point of weakness for us. Just happy to see what this team finally making a turnaround.
Yeah.
It's been 10 long years since 11 years since we hoisted that beautiful Lombardi. We've had to watch the Pigeons make it to 2 and win 1.
Man, they're
Right.
ridiculously good. I hate to
Bunch
say
of
it.
Cowboys.
losers.
Cowboys are still an embarrassment, love them to death.
What was it?
Hopefully they
1995? Is that the last
Yes,
time?
1995.
All right, I just wanted to be sure.
1995.
2012, right? 2012 for the Giants, I do believe.
2011. 2011 season.
2011.
12.
All right.
January, but 2011 season.
Okay.
But so
Same shit.
I'm very happy that we're entering the realm of rounds to see. We have the juggernauts of the last 10 years are starting to decline with Green Bay. Who else are the Saints are finally trash again. Thank God. The Falcons are in dismay. Just the
Yes,
teams that
Eileen,
were
we are
great
waiting
10
for
years
football.
ago.
Yep. Falcons
So-
might be better.
I don't care.
They have
They're-
the Dolphins have progressively gotten better. Like
They have.
I
and
honestly,
West has gotten worse.
I don't know what the whole Brian Flores thing was, honestly, with Miami, but man,
Yeah.
he took that team and brought them to the playoffs, and then they fired the guy the next year. I'm like, okay,
Well, they fired him because they were trying to get Tom Brady. He was like, I don't want a 40-year-old quarterback.
well,
Would've
where
been
did that
working,
get
I
them?
was saying, yeah.
Because they still don't have
And
fucking
then,
Tom
and then he
Brady.
told them, I don't want Tua, I want Herbert. And they went and got Tua. He wanted Herbert. Now, you guys have Herbert behind that line? Jesus. They would have had their
No.
Dan Marino for a century.
Oh man, Herbert.
I mean,
I
but
like
where is
Herbert a lot.
Flores now?
He's
Flores
in
is with
Pittsburgh.
But he's not obviously not the head coach.
No, he's
He's
not the
behind.
defensive
He
coordinator.
got
He's like an
blackballed.
assistant.
Yeah. Well, but
No.
he kind of did that to himself with the whole claiming that the Giants were being whatever it was
You
to
could have
other
said
him.
they about Denver, too.
Yeah.
Listen, the Rooney Rule is the most stupidest rule ever because every team knows who they want.
D-Hop.
Where does D-Hop? Probably Baltimore, or I don't care. He can go to the Cowboys. He can go anywhere. I don't care. I don't want him.
Baltimore would be a good landing spot. They need a wide receiver. Who else needs a wide receiver? The Bears need another wide receiver.
No, not Bears. Kansas City.
Does Miami need another one?
Man, they got about 3.
What's 4? We have 12.
He wants to go somewhere where he'll be
More
wide
than
receiver
that.
number 1.
Fucking overachievers.
We have more than that. We have
Detroit?
like 15 or 16 at the moment
Hey.
with all the guys in camp.
We're
OTAs.
trying to cover all our bases.
Oh, he's in actually I think he's in DC and Mini.
Oh, in Minneapolis.
Defensive
Defensive
corner.
coach.
Okay.
Talk about Flores. Flowers.
Yeah. Well,
Wait,
going
you
back
might
to
be
him real
right.
quick.
She might be right.
He listen.
Hey,
He wanted
she's
a head
a
coaching
woman.
job.
She probably is right. I'm just gonna say that. Right, Eileen? Eileen's got my back on that one. Guaranteed.
Yeah, we're talking about football, not
Guaranteed.
chicken appliances.
I'm gonna come up to Louisiana, mother. You ain't far.
We're talking foosball, not how to make a sandwich.
Hey, you know what? My husband makes his own goddamn sandwiches because I don't get up that early to do it. See, Eileen does.
Oh,
People that
she's
later,
talking,
sir.
she's talking to me, I think. Oh, I see.
yeah. Go get me a sandwich, Evan.
I want a sandwich too. Me too. I want one also.
We all want a
Evan.
sandwich.
Evan, make
Turkey,
everybody
lettuce,
a sandwich.
bacon, tomato with mayo. Thanks.
I'm
I love,
fat
I
girl.
love the
like it
shock
all.
factor. I love the shock factor. Keep it coming.
Yeah, but I
You know,
must.
who's gonna be making a sandwich? Aaron Rodgers for Danny Jones. When Danny Jones busts that ass.
Rogers versus Jones. Who will win?
And he's gonna take his feet up and be like, "This is my house."
Evan's gonna be
Go back
mad.
here.
Evan's gonna be mad if the Jets beat us.
I swear to God,
Those freaking
I will-
Jets.
Hey, Jones beat
Ham and
Rogers
cheese
last
for
year.
me. Evan says. LOL. Dave. Cowboy
that's
Dave
the
says.
bait. No, that is the
Ham and
basic
cheese is good with
response
mustard.
I
Mustard
expect.
and mayo.
That's the most basic
That's good
response I
shit.
expect from a Cowboys fan.
I love ham and cheese also.
They
Dave's
like
right. That shit.
like,
It's
a
good.
Cowboys fan used to ask for prime rib. That's all they would want. And now they're just eating bologna and cheese. They're like the
Yeah,
most
right?
poverty
Yeah.
franchise now.
Oh, just take a cheese sandwich. That's all, guys. Don't bother putting the mayo on it.
Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. I'm
Jeez.
used to win a championship in this sense.
Me, I,
Jerry
I want
spent all his
prime rib.
money.
me, I want a roast beef melt with provolone mustard.
There
Oh
you
man,
go. There you go.
Some grilled
Oh, man.
onions.
any kind of cheese. I love cheese. Love
Me
cheese.
too. I love cheese.
Turkey melt, roast beef melt, tuna melt.
I can't
Man.
do a
Send me
tuna
what
melt
Timmy
because
needs and get it over.
I don't
Why
like-
are we talking about sandwiches right now?
I don't
I'm
fucking know
I'm
because
hungry.
you're making
That's
them.
why.
We're telling you what to make. I don't like a tuna melt, Evan. So I will
I'm
not
not
be
a Jets
taking
fan.
one
My
of
name's
those.
not Eileen. I don't make sandwiches.
Oh, Eileen. Ooh.
But it's really like I
I
want
think
to
she
say
already said this, but
I do wanna
somebody's
say
gonna pay for this later.
before we start going off on a rant. It says I'm not difficult,
Okay.
Evan. Dave Yarnell says.
That's why you can never strive for greatness. Know your worth.
You simpleton. At
But
least
doesn't
throw
it
some
feel-
pickles on there.
But doesn't it feel great to have competent head coach and GM for a second year in a row
Mhm.
for a
Yeah.
consecutive year?
It does. I think Dabs will be around for a good hot minute.
I think Dave's gonna be around. I think he's
I
gonna be
want him
here longer
10-year
than Paul.
contract right
I
now.
think he's gonna be here a long time.
We need some Coughlin years out of Dabs.
Cough him. No, I am not a weak cook like you, Evan. I make pizza fried pizza.
Frittata.
Suck
Oh
it.
no, it is fritta. Fritta.
Oh,
I'd
Listen
like
here,
a,
listen here.
that's
I'd like
little
a
too
fried
too
pizza.
graphic there.
I'm a great cook. I make a mean bowl of cereal.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make this pizza hack in the oven like
The,
next
the,
week.
the
So
milk
does
to
my
cereal,
That'd be really good.
15-year-old.
the milk to cereal ratio is unmatched.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have
I can-
seriously gone off on a tangent here, guys.
I love cereal.
I
love
make
Charms
the
other
best
day.
pizza rolls.
I
Okay.
I think I've said this before. Peanut butter. Put peanut butter, and then your cereal, then your milk. Oh my god, fucking game
It seems
changer!
like a pain in the ass.
It's easy. It's peanut. You use the same
You
goddamn.
just sit there,
spoon.
it's like eating a peanut M&M. You're just sitting there eating it. It's like,
No, it's so good. The milk evens it all out. It's delicious. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
And I'm old, so I've lived.
Yeah, but like I said, at least the Giants we got a new field, new head coach, new GM, second year in a row. Things are headed up. Things are looking good. So I'm really excited for the
And the
season. I can't wait.
conference,
I hope it's August before we know it.
that's the thing too. The conference is a lot weaker than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like back in 5 years ago. You
Got
know,
a comment? Eileen,
actually,
she just did that. I took dough, put it in the pan, some olive oil, and fried on both sides. Yeah, I'm gonna do a pizza hack on sourdough bread, like the big loaf, like the fresh loaf. And I can't wait to try it. I found a recipe. I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be pretty good.
Share with the class there, Dan.
What?
Oh, listen, for everybody wondering why we're
It's not
talking
a
about
cooking
food,
show. We gotta get back.
every time any
Not
of
get
us
off track
cook
too
something,
much.
it goes into our group chat. Mineko being puts up his dinner every night on Facebook and in
Yep.
the chat.
Yep, and he puts it in the
Oh,
chat,
yeah.
and he puts it on Instagram.
You a grilled cheese guy?
I love
Evan?
grilled cheese.
Darnell?
Yes.
Yes.
What I
love
do,
grilled cheese.
I do a grilled cheese. I don't mind it. I do a grilled ham and cheese. It is the best sandwich in the
Pretty good
world.
too.
Dude, when I used to work at Pizza Hut, that was one of the things they did is they did these hot subs, and you took the little things of bread. It was like a little loaf of Italian bread, slid it open, you put the cheese and the ham on it,
Yeah.
put it through the fucking oven.
It's amazing.
That shit's
It is
good.
one of the best
Yep.
Canadian sandwiches you'll ever eat. But for me, I'm a meatball sub kind of guy. Can't go wrong with a meatball sub or a chicken farm sandwich.
Yeah.
Cannot go wrong with it. But I'm going
Absolutely.
to ask you guys this. I really do want to ask you. First Sunday of the year, what's your buffet look like? What's your table look like for the first Sunday?
What's my table look like for Sunday? I gotta have wings.
Yes.
I gotta have hot wings. Gotta have that. Well, what else? Deviled eggs, because I love
Oh
deviled
fuck
eggs.
yeah! Have to have deviled eggs.
Oh, Evan, get out of here, Evan. Deviled eggs are awesome. I want to make like
Oh my
some-
god, they're so
some,
good.
like-
My
some,
husband
like,
makes
ones
some
that are hot, like
with
spicy,
bacon in
like-
it. Yeah, he'll make them with bacon and like I think he takes like red hot and mix it into the eggs or red
Mariko
pepper
Spencer
flakes.
says, because we know who the best cook in the family is, hands down, the Asian
Yeah,
guy.
the Asian
Yeah,
guy.
he's posting food all day,
I know.
all freaking day.
Like,
I'm
he
like, oh
posts
my
his
god,
fucking
you're killing me,
lunch.
man. You're
Like,
killing
dude.
me, man.
He talks to himself. He's like, "What's for dinner tonight?" I think he'll name what he's cooking and be like, "Yeah, that's it.
That's
it's
it.
the same post
Yeah.
every time."
Yeah.
There's some stir fry.
But what about you, Stacey?
Well, buffalo chicken wing dip is always
Buffalo chicken
obviously deviled eggs. Then
Oh, buffalo chicken.
cheese
oh
and
my
crackers. Gotta have cheese and crackers with pepperoni and all the sides. I mean, we do a little plethora of, like some the little hot dogs, or not hot
Yeah.
dogs, the little weenies and the barbecue
Pigs,
sauce. We
pigs
do
in the
that.
blanket. Mexico spends chili
Yeah.
dogs, cheese dogs tonight. Yum! Oh my goodness. Dave
Me?
Yarnell says, I like chicken parm. Me, I'm a chicken franchise guy. Dave, Cowboy Dave.
The chicken what?
chicken franchise. It's like a lemon. It's like a lemon wine
Yeah.
sauce.
Chicken. Well, my friend used to
Oh,
make it, and she
oh my
called it
goodness.
chicken cutlet. And she would
It's a
she would
cutlet,
fry
yes.
it. She would fry it up in the pan, and then she would bake it in the oven with lemon juice and butter.
Yeah,
Oh
it's like lemon, and you make like a sauce to it, and you bake
Oh
it like
my-
that. It's
yeah,
like a
it's
lemon
so
flavored
freaking
chicken. Oh my
good.
goodness. Oh,
So
it's,
good.
I
That's
love it. It's
that's
it's
one
my
of the things
favorite.
I miss about New York is some of that
Yeah.
Italian food. But
Yeah.
we actually
Yeah.
just got like we had went to the St. Patrick's Day thing, and there's this new restaurant that was opening up in
Yeah.
Old Town, and it's a straight up. They're from fucking the Bronx, Italians. They're bringing in oh my god, the food is so good there.
Oh, there's an Italian
And they
festival
do
here for
that.
James Gandolfini I want to go to this summer. Also,
Sure.
but
Where?
in my town, where he's from,
Oh.
James Gandolfini.
But
Okay.
I want Italian food now.
yeah, right. But for me, I'm gonna go buffalo wings. Guy, I always do fried buffalo wings with buffalo sauce. I gotta have buffalo chicken dip and French onion dip. Gotta have both because I love French onion dip. I always usually do well,
It's Mini
yeah,
Evan.
it is. Yes,
It
it is.
is.
So
I
adorable.
usually I make homemade buffalo chicken wing dip. So it's
Yeah,
like
so do I. All you do is start up a chicken, cream cheese, hot
chicken,
sauce,
yeah,
mix it
cream
up.
cheese. Fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Mix it right up. But also, like I said, buffalo wings, French onion, and what's called dip. But also for me, I also do like a main platter kind of thing,
Yeah.
and I usually do a brisket. I love brisket sandwiches. It's an all day thing for me.
Yep.
So it being an all day thing, I always have people over the house. First week of football, it's always a feast at my house.
Yep.
It's kind of tradition. But I did
How
a
do you-
brisket last year with buffalo chicken dip, everything. I had about 4 or 5 people over, and the buffalo chicken sliders. I had brisket sliders. They went by the second half or the second game.
Yeah.
So
How do you
I
smoke
love
your
it.
brisket?
I can do both. I put it in the oven, but I usually do crock pot.
See, I've never done the crock pot.
There's a few
Yeah.
seasons
Like,
you put in a crock pot.
In
Do a bunch of
Texas, you
ways.
fucking smoke everything. If you
It-
can
it
eat
comes
it, you
from
can smoke it. And smoked
There's a-
brisket is actually really fucking good.
Mexico says my buffet is wings, pizza, buffalo bites, and a huge nacho cheese, meat, jalapeno, guacamole, buffalo dip.
Oh, so like the 7-layer dip?
Sounds
one thing I
similar
made
to
to
that.
get in Philly all the time.
Sounds really good.
I used to get a 2-foot Italian hoagie and a 2-foot cheesesteak.
Yep.
And we cut it up in the sections and cut up in like little tiny sandwiches and eat it.
Yeah.
Like everybody orders from the works. Everybody orders from the works. In Port Richmond. That's like one of the biggest spots. You spend like $150. You get like a thing of chicken tenders, a thing of buffalo wings. You get like a 2-foot cheesesteak, a 2-foot, hoagie, and then y'all were set for like 2 days.
Joe Sullivan says you all make it more vegan. Yeah, where it's food power hour. Or
Yeah.
we're
Big
converting
blue
to food
food
power
power
hour.
hour.
At the
Okay,
tail
all
end
right.
of the show here.
Last thing before we start signing off. What is your beverage of choice?
My beverage of choice is
I can't say it on here because we'll get banned.
Allagash Belgian White, Belgian Triple.
I'm gonna go with the new
Strong.
Simply Lemonade
German beer.
seltzers.
Like the simple. Are you talking about at your? Well, yeah, it's gonna be beer for me.
As long as you're not drinking, you shouldn't be.
I'm not
Well-
driving nowhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, one thing I want to
So-
say. One thing I
Sure.
want to talk about is one of our new shows coming up real quick. The
Oh,
Atomic Drop podcast coming June 16th at 10:30 p.m. We're going to talk about all wrestling, classic wrestling mostly, I would say, because a lot of us are classic wrestling fans. Besides Evan,
Not the word old.
Evan loves the classic guys too. But the Atomic Drop podcast, we're really excited for this podcast. Me, I'm excited
this
about.
is
I'm going to talk about
Eastern
old school
time,
wrestling.
correct?
There we go.
10:30
Atomic
p.m.
drop
Eastern.
that wrestling knowledge on everybody from the Spock Sports Entertainment Network. So check us out June 16th at 10:30 p.m. Also, yep, this is going to be, I guess, the um, WWE Night of Champions, the Atomic Drop podcast during June 16th, obviously 10:30, and then I guess these are the matches for Night of Champions. So they're going to talk about all these matches, and then talk about everything else wrestling. So definitely check out the show on June 16th, and that should be a lot of fun. I would say I'm currently watching SmackDown too. Since the Yankees are streaming, she doesn't stream anything. I stream everything.
Eileen, I'll have to send you the link that I use to get my bootleg Yankees games, but I get them. I was watching it before we started here. God damn it! Sorry, I just saw the score of the Yankees.
Lost Evan for a second. We'll see if we get him back. While he's I just want to talk about the thing here. If anyone wants to start a podcast, about anything sports, team, any ideas you want about podcasts, you start a podcast, contact Paul Spencer, 267-303-7324 if you're interested in doing a stream or something like that. We do all kinds of streams and everything like that about all kinds of sports, baseball, football, wrestling soon. Hockey, we're gonna have a hockey show, football. So you ever want to do a stream or anything like that, just contact Paul Spencer, and we'll see what we can do for you. Where did
I hear
Evan go?
pickleball's getting pretty big though.
I was actually watching pickleball matches like 3 weeks ago for some odd reason.
And is
I wonder if
kind of like cricket?
Pickleball, you hit over a net, I think.
I don't fucking know, man.
Mako says, I get more channels than you. Oh, of course you do. You probably get pickleball. You probably get every pickleball match there is in the world. Every shuffleboard match.
He can record it.
Every highlight match. Yeah, go. You should go bet on some pickleball.
Hey, don't forget curling.
Curling is huge in Canada. Or cricket. He said he's bet on cricket before.
Well, he's bet on Korean basketball. Or Korean baseball. My bad.
Korean baseball is not bad, actually. There's some pretty good players from Korea. Where did Evan go? Did he say he was leaving, or he get disconnected?
Sleep.
Brand. Well, then I'm gonna tell everyone our.
Yeah, good. Do the sponsors.
I'm gonna do our schedule of shows. I can locate it here.
Maybe he's eating his ribs now.
There we go. Schedule brought to you by Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Here's our weekly schedule. Mondays, 4:30. Mondays, Joystick Junkies, our new time. Same day, different time. 6 p.m. the Sully Squad talk about Phillies baseball. They're both it's more MLB baseball, everything related to Major League Baseball. 8 p.m. we got Big Blue Power Hour. That's us on Mondays. It's going to be our new time. We will not be on Fridays anymore at 8 p.m. So Monday at 8 p.m. Will be our new time for the Big Blue Power Hour. Tuesdays, Extra Innings. Also, a baseball show with Joe Sullivan. He also does a Sully Squad, like I mentioned. Wednesdays, we got the Back Cave at 10 a.m. College Football Frenzy at 8 p.m. 9:30, Dem 215 Boys. I think that's a new time. Forgive me, Meiko, if I'm incorrect about that. I think that's a new time. 444 Locker Room on Thursday. I don't see the time there for some reason. I think it's at 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. It's just Fridays, Atomic Drop Podcast, June 16th. It's the first day. And 10 p.m. Vegas Sports Scene with Ken Fry. That's all our shows, so check us out. Another comment here. Maker Spencer, actually, do I have Cricket Channel? I haven't found Pickleball yet.
I have a Cricket Channel on mine,
I want to know
too.
if they have Pickleball on there.
I
definitely
have
went out
like
there and pickleball.
7,000 channels on my thing.
All right, I'll give
We-
Evan a few minutes, and we're going to close the show out. I don't know if whatever he was on, his laptop or whatever died, or his power went out. I have no idea. So I hear him say, "I'll be right back." So, but
Right?
but
He's
you know,
like,
we-
all
like
right,
I
I'm
said,
out.
yeah, but like I said, Stacey, I'm really happy the Giants season's kind of starting to get going now.
Yeah,
Now we can see what the hell happens with Barkley.
that's what I'm
I just
concerned
want to get
with.
to August, get to camp, because I think they have OTAs. They take a break and then they come back again, and then they take a longer break and then they come back for camp.
I really hope he's back for camp.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that they had a really good draft. I thought you got some really couple potential undrafted free agent people. I think their depth, like we said, wide receiver is much better. Their depth at cornerback is obviously better. They got John
Right.
Michael Smith, so I think their offensive line will be
That's-
better this
Yep.
year.
Well, yeah.
So I think it's going to be a successful season. Will it equal the same amount of wins? I'm saying 10 or 11 wins.
I think we'll
predicted
be
11
more
and 6,
successful this year.
but I think they'll be more successful. I think they'll get a couple more wins, even though their schedule, as we
mean,
saw, is much
you
tougher
know me.
schedule this year.
Always positive. We're winning the Super Bowl, but
I hope so, but we'll see.
so all right. Well, we're gonna end it.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, Big Blue Power Hour. Go Giants, and we will see you not this Monday coming up because it's a holiday, Missouri's holiday. So the next Monday, 8 p.m. Big Blue Power Hour. We'll be back. Everybody have a good night.
Good night.